Hey everyone, this is Michael again. Welcome to my review of tonight's Lucha Underground show. And this is Season 3, Episode 25, called Left for Dead. And this was an awesome show tonight. Uh, Very good show as always with Lucha Underground. Very entertaining. Tonight was the start of the first round of the Cuteo Cup, end. And next week will be the second round of the Cuteo Cup. And it was just a good show tonight. Awesome show as always. And the show opened up with a flashback sequence of Dante Fox's time, as a POW or POW, what they call it. And he is shown being in a battle, being captured. He was tortured and then rescued. And we see in between like these flashbacks, the current day of, Dante, what he's doing. We see him training and he runs toward the temple and, he sees Killshot on the rooftop staring down at him. It's a pretty cool flashback sequence that I really liked. And then we get to the first match. After that, we get to the first match of the night. Of course, the first round of the Cuteo Cup Tournament. The first match is PJ Black versus Sexy Star. This was a good match. Really liked it. You had PJ, starting the match early and taking out Sexy Star, and he starts controlling the action by taking her down. You had Sexy Star battle back against PJ Black with a Hurricanrana. And then she did a tilt-a-whirl head scissors. And, we see Sexy Star hitting a crossbody on him. She continues attacking PJ Black inside of the ring. Taya comes out, from the Worldwide Underground, because PJ Black is part of, the Worldwide Underground. Taya shows up outside the ring, and, she injects herself into the match, and, she trips Sexy Star. The ref is dealing with Taya. She then throws a pair of brass knucks into the ring, and PJ Black was going to use them on Sexy Star, but Sexy Star just took out PJ Black. She picks up the Sexy Star picks up the brass knucks, and then just hits PJ Black with them. The referee catches her, and Sexy Star gets disqualified. So PJ Black wins the match by disqualification. He advances to the next round of the Cuteo Cup Tournament. After the match, Sexy Star punches the ref for DQing her with the brass knucks. So now PJ Black is moving on to the next round. But it was a good match between PJ Black and Sexy Star. Then after that match, we see a video package with Mysterio and Johnny Mundo. With just them more hyping up their match. So it was a pretty good video package. And then the second match, it was Son of Havoc versus Son of Madness, which was announced last week at the end of last week's episode, where Son of Madness was in Dario Cueto's office. Dario ended up putting Son of Madness into the tournament, and to fight Son of Havoc. And this was a really good match. Another really good match I really enjoyed. It's been we heard that Matt Striker and Vampiro saying that both Havoc and Madness have had a long history with one another, and this match just went all out. Match went outside of the ring. We saw Havoc jumping from the top rope onto the back of Madness, which was a really cool move. And he hit a double foot stomp on him, which was cool. It was just a seesaw back and forth, action in the closing moments of the match. We saw Havoc hit a suicide dive and trying to finish off Son of Madness. But in the end, Havoc got the win by pinning Son of Madness. And so Havoc advances to the next round of the Cuteo Cup. And we see after the match, Son of Madness just knocks the hell out of Havoc. And we see him take his leather jacket, Son of Havoc's leather jacket, and he tears it up in two. And it was pretty good. It was a really good match. Really enjoyed it. And then the next match was Prince Puma versus Ricky Mandel, from the Worldwide Underground. Before the match even started, Mandel gets on the mic and says that he's going to introduce Puma to Slam Town and that he wants Puma to have an early exit out of the Cuteo Cup Tournament. And then Puma just strikes down Mandel, and Mandel, Mandel was laid out. Puma tried to pin Mandel very quickly. Mandel kicked out of that, because Puma did a super kick to Mandel, which was really good. And then Prince Puma finishes off Mandel with a Michinoku driver, pins him to score the win. And so now Prince Puma is advancing to the next round of the Cuteo Cup Tournament. It was a good match. It was short though, but it was good. And then when the show came back from commercial, we saw El Dragon Azteca backstage prepping for his comeback match in the tournament. Rey Mysterio is his protege. El Dragon Azteca surprised to see Rey there because he thought Rey would still be training for his match with Mundo. And Rey Mysterio says that he didn't want to miss El Dragon Azteca's return, into the temple. El Dragon Azteca tells Rey Mysterio that after he wins the tournament, he wants to face Rey for the Lucha Underground title if Rey Mysterio wins it. Prince Puma ends up showing up, and he tells Mysterio that he better beat Mundo because after Puma wins the tournament, he wants his rematch against Rey. That they had at Ultimate Lucha, and Puma promises that this time that he will beat Mysterio. So it was a pretty good backstage segment with them. And then it was the main event, Dante Fox versus El Dragon Azteca. Really awesome main event, back and forth between both of them. Both of these guys put on a good match. Very entertaining. Mysterio was out there ringside watching the match, just cheering on his protege, El Dragon Azteca. It was just back and forth outside the ring too, where it was just going all over. Then almost at the end of the match, we had the Worldwide Underground come out. They were taking out Mysterio. Mundo was out there. Johnny Mundo was out there. Just him and Mysterio going at it. And you had El Dragon Azteca just bounce off the ropes, and then he went out of the ring, went out of like the middle rope, and then just took out the Worldwide Underground there. And then Dante Fox ended up getting the win. So Dante Fox is advances in the Cuteo Cup Tournament. But it was a awesome main event. Really enjoyed it. And both these guys put on a good match. So yeah. But yeah, so that's all what happened tonight. Lucha Underground. Like I said, tonight was the last of the first round of the Cuteo Cup. Next week will be the second round of the tournament. Let's see, because the brackets are all done for the first round. So we're going to see what happens next week in the second round of the Cuteo Cup Tournament. yeah, so anyways, that's it for my review of tonight's Lucha Underground. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. And until the next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.